Yo, I had to do this, guys. I had to do it. Okay. I haven't reacted to one of Just Pearly Things' podcasts yet. I've been co-hosting with Just Pearly Things for about a year now, and I saw this incident, and I had to. Okay, I had to do a video on it. Now, you guys may or may not have seen a girl called Esther on Just Pearly Things' show, and she was kicked off the show. Okay, she was kicked off the show, and she was not happy about being kicked off the show. But there was a reason why she was kicked off the show. Okay, so before we get into the analyzation of what actually went down, just have a look at the video.
Stop saying, Esther, you need to listen. It actually is quite disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Stop doing that.
Everything's disrespectful these days.
But it is.
It's disrespectful.
Jesus Christ.
Esther,
Wow.
It's disrespectful to overtalk a host on someone else's
Okay, if
show.
I'm like, Pearl, I'm talking. You need to listen.
Esther, because you talk.
But Pearl,
for like
I'm talking.
it's
my time to talk. It's my time to talk. How does that feel?
You talk the whole Esther.
How does that feel?
Esther, okay.
Pearl, but it's my turn. It's my turn to speak.
Okay, I'm gonna give you no time. I'm gonna give you no time. I'm gonna give you no time. All right, your turn. Go. Your turn. Okay, then get.
Stop.
Esther, go. Esther,
maybe we didn't all survive.
Yeah, maybe we didn't.
Stop. Then get out. Okay. Then get out. I'm so tired. Esther, then get out. Then Esther, I don't care. Esther. Because you were being rude. Esther, go. Get out. Get out. Esther, get out. Get out. Get out of my apartment. Get out. Get out. No, get out. Get out.
I'm not gonna do that. Anywho,
Esther, no, your mic is muted. Get the fuck out of my apartment. Get out. You're gonna be disrespectful the whole goddamn show. Get out.
No.
Yeah, I'll call security. I'll literally call security.
Because that's very rude.
No, can you call security? No, because you are being rude. Because you are over talking me. Call security. Get her out.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, folks, okay? If you have rules and regulations in your house and you ask people who come into your house to abide by these rules and regulations, then I would say that you have every right to kick that person out of your house if they do not follow your rules and regulations, right? Sounds like a very simple, arbitrary thing, right? But not for Esther. Okay, Esther repeatedly spoke over the host. As someone who has done a podcast with Pearl for a long time, I know that one of the rules that we have and one of the rules that people have to read, which is a top rule, is no over talking the host. Okay, Esther done this repeatedly. She repeatedly spoke over Pearl. Okay, and then when she gets the, let's say, treatment of somebody who has broken the rules, she has so much to say. Now, in that clip, what you saw was Pearl get quite frustrated. Okay, Pearl had already kicked somebody else out of the show previously, and Pearl was frustrated. Now, Pearl told Esther to leave her house, told her to leave her home, told her to leave the studio. Esther said, I'm not doing that. Now, I don't know who the hell you think you are to come into my studio and look at my rules, and then once you break them, think that you don't have to abide by the rules and regulations of my house. And this is what I spoke about modern day women. Okay? I spoke about modern day women. They are children. As a matter of fact, listen to this. Fuck modern day women. This new generation of modern day women are psychopathic, they're masculine, they're narcissistic, they're entitled, and essentially, they're spoiled little brats. See? I called it. This Esther thought that she could come into someone else's domain, come onto somebody else's podcast, okay, and enact her own rules. The rules, once she stepped past the threshold, did not matter anymore. The only thing that mattered was how she felt. And this is one of the things that really, really pee me off about these new generation of people, not just women, but of people. They think that their feelings are the things that should trump everything. No one doesn't give a damn about how you felt. No one gives a damn about what you feel. Okay? You step past the threshold into my house, my rules are now in play. Okay? If I was to come to your house and step over the threshold of your house, your rules are now in play. It is such simple logic. But once they get in their feelings, they can't do anything but be a slave to those feelings. But do you know what? After being kicked out of the podcast, after all of her yappa, she wasn't finished. What she done was go down to the lobby of Pearl's studio and do this.
So basically, I'm at Pearl's studio. I'm at her reception. Basically, because she had Destiny. He's a big streamer in America. So me and Pearl, we don't get on. However, I am able to put my disdain aside for entertainment purpose. Pearl reached out to me. Esther, we've got Destiny coming on. We would like you to come on. I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the disrespect that Pearl has, so I wasn't gonna do it. But I spoke to my friends. I spoke to like people in the entertainment industry. They're like, do you know what? You should do it. And you know what? It makes sense. In terms of my career, I should be able to deal with people, even if I don't agree with them, as long as I can nicely tell you are being disrespectful. But I've never witnessed this in my life. I am not a rude person. Like, I'm not a person to go and smoke with people. Unless you are rude, then I will call you out. So I'm talking the whole podcast. Pearl keeps going. Esther, you need to learn to listen. Esther, you overtalk everybody. Esther, I'm thinking, if you don't want me to fucking speak, why did you invite me on this podcast? So I said to her, Pearl, I'm not gonna lie, yeah? You just need to learn to be a bit more respectful to people. Even if you don't like the stuff they're saying, don't be saying things like, you need to learn to listen. Esther, you overtalk everyone. Just learn to speak to people. That's all I said. I wasn't even on smoke. That's the thing. I'm not an angry person. Like, I was literally just like, please. And I did the same thing. To, what's his name? King Riches. When King Riches pissed off that girl, I said, King Riches, you need to just take accountability and just calm down, stop getting pissed off, and actually just listen to people. If you're triggering people, just listen, stop triggering people. Just be a bit more respectful. That's it. I'm all about just respecting people. So that's exactly what I've done with Pearl. I just said, just like I said to King Riches, if you're saying things that upsets people, just stop it. And I said to Pearl, right now, the patronizing things you keep saying is very disrespectful. I don't like it. You invite me to your podcast, and I'm telling you, it's quite disrespectful. I don't like it. Please, can you stop doing that? Now, this girl's telling me, get the fuck out of my house. Hey, homie! Oh my God, I'm like that girl. God, hey, homie. She said, get the fuck out of my house. That girl. It's like I should just contact Baba right now. Like I should just contact Baba. Like, Baba, I can't deal with that girl. Because I am so fucking angry. How dare you?
Now just look at that attitude. Look at it. Look at the entitlement. Okay? She actually believed that she could go down into the lobby of the place where she was kicked out of and then make a video about the person who kicked her out down to her own rules. Okay, you saw that attitude. You saw her jumping up and down, flicking her hair, doing all of this kind of stuff. It's the entitlement. This is what I keep talking about. It's the fact that you are childlike in your ways in which you can decipher information. Okay, Esther could not decipher the information. All she done was, I feel like I was disrespected. Listen, I walk out of my house on a daily basis and feel disrespected. I won't even lie to you, right? I walk out of my house on a daily basis and I feel disrespected. But so what? I get on with it. Especially if I walk into someone else's house under somebody else's rules and feel disrespected. What can I do? There's nothing I can do. It's not down to the way I feel. It's actually down to the rules and the regulations. And yeah, I had to do a quick video on this, guys, because like I said, modern day women have become narcissistic, psychopathic, and entitled. Okay. And Esther here is a classic case of what we would call the modern day woman. Now, my advice, I don't tell people what to do, but my advice was to be not to have her back on the show. Okay, she's clearly shown disdain for Pearl. She's clearly shown disdain for the show. She doesn't need to be back. She can go on and do whatever it is that she's doing. But when it comes to the show, I don't think she needs to be back. But I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. Pearl, keep doing your thing. Peace.